So on today's dive, I'm joined by Jeremy, Chris, Justin, and Henry. So I'll throw all their channels in the description down below. But we are removing tires from Albertic Lake today. So there's an old wake park that was there, and there was a divider that had all these tires floating between that separated the rest of the lake from the wake park area. But over the years, a lot of these tires have fallen down, and when it was removed, I think a whole bunch of these tires were dropped as well. So today, our mission is to get as many tires out as possible, and we definitely got quite a few. So here, this is how it went. At the location where most of the tires are is about 40 feet deep. So it's not that it's overly deep, it's that once you grab a tire, pulling that tire back up to the surface is actually a challenge. The tire is actually fairly light in the water just due to the density of it, but it's the drag. The tire has a lot of drag trying to pull up to the surface. So a couple of us were able to dive down and pick up a couple tires and bring them back to the surface. So most of the tires were brought up with a rope system. So we had Henry scuba diving on the very bottom, and he'd hook up with carabiners tires to this rope, and we'd pull them up and throw them in the kayak, and then he'd be on another tire down below, and we just kept the cycle going. So we pulled up quite a few tires this way, and it was fairly efficient. Definitely a boat would have been far more efficient than the kayaks, but we got to use what we got for now. Next time we come here, I'm definitely going to try to get a boat. The kayak thing is useful, and it definitely helps. It's way faster than swimming them one by one. However, a boat that you could stand on would be much more efficient to pull the tires out of the water. The tires in the water are actually quite light. They're almost neutrally buoyant in the water just because of the rubber. So they're really light, but it's the drag. And as soon as you get them out of the water, then you really have to deal with the weight. So with the kayak, we can get maybe 6 tires at a time, but with the boat, we can just pull up a whole bunch at a time and ferry them back to shore real quick. So overall, between us and on the other divers that were there, we were able to pull out 42 tires from this lake. So that's a pretty big dent in the number, but we do think there's probably 50 to 100 tires at least more down there, and a couple other things that we found while we were there. So we'll definitely be back, but for now, that's all we got. So the free divers I was with, we decided to do a couple fun dives seeing we're there. Unfortunately, the visibility wasn't great, so there is a cell phone there that I've been trying to find. I've tried a couple times now, but the visibility again isn't great, and it's about 45-50 feet deep where this phone is. So we tried, but unfortunately not, so maybe one day I'll have better luck. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.